your current mileage. For your free quote, call 800-232-3260. That's 800-232-3260. Don't wait. Protect yourself from future expensive repair bills. Call 800-232-3260. That's 800-232-3260.
What's cooking today? I'm Paul Stern, Jack Roberts, Michael Horn, on assignment.
And, Paul, Mary McCormack. You know, she's Mary Shannon on USA Network's In Plain Sight. The show has moved to Wednesday. It's on tonight. Don't miss this show. And Mary has done so much more. Mary, hello. How are you?
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for being with us. What's going on In Plain Sight?
In Plain Sight, I recover. Obviously, I survive, which is good news for both the character and Mary McCormack.
It's great news for you. That's right.
And last week we had Donnie Wahlberg guest starring, which is really cool. And this week we have Allison Janney guest starring, which is great for me.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
You got a powerhouse, and now you moved to Wednesday night, so
we moved to Wednesday nights, and it's more of the same. I mean, you know, each week you meet a new witness that I'm trying to keep alive, and then you also watch me try to balance my family life and my relationship with Raphael, my fiancé, and try to sort out my family life. And I'm less good at that as I am at my job.
Okay. You know, so for people who may not have seen it, I can't imagine that, but why don't you explain, you protect witnesses, and you make...
I do, yeah. Everyone knows a little bit about the Witness Protection Program, but not much. I mean, the Witness Protection Program, the only thing I knew was sort of from The Sopranos or Goodfellas, but they protect people who have evidence, who need to become a witness for the government. And mostly people do it because they're going to be killed if they don't. Otherwise, they would never do it, because it means they have to move to a new city and get a new name, a new job, and they can never, ever talk to their family or friends again. So it's a pretty dramatic backdrop for a show. And as an inspector for the program, which means I work for the Marshal Service, and I have to keep the people alive and keep them safe, but I also have to sort of make sure that they're adjusting to their new life. And so I become like a friend and a mother and a sister and a priest, and I become this everything to them.
You know, you've had quite a career. I mean, obviously you were on NBC's West Wing, but also in ER. But I think it all began with Private Parts, didn't it?
Well, certainly, I was on Murder One, which is a TV show I did for 2 years before Private Parts. But Private Parts was my big. It was a big role for me, and I got a lot of people saw it, which was great. And certainly Howard Stern talked about me quite a bit, and it helped a lot. Yeah.
I would imagine that a lot of the Howard Stern fans are probably still fans of yours to this day.
They have been great to me over the years, as has Howard. So I was really lucky to get that job.
Now wait, Howard Stern has been nice to you?
He's the nicest to me.
You're the only one. That's because you're good looking. That's because you're a female.
He's so nice. He's a puss. He's a nicey. He's nice. That's the secret.
Okay, that's great. Mary McCormack is our guest. USA Network's In Plain Sight. How did you get that gig? How did you get on In Plain Sight?
I just read the script, and they were interested, and that was a real lucky thing for me. So, yeah, I read the script. I loved it right away, and I couldn't believe her name was Mary, and she was from New Jersey, and it just felt like a really good fit. I was excited about, sort of being a tomboy, and that's sort of who I am anyway. So it felt like a really good fit, something that if you have to live in something for many years, which you always hope with TV, I thought this is great.
Are there different challenges between doing things like screen versus television?
Yeah, film and theater are different. Everything's different and has different challenges, but also different payoffs. I mean, theater is fun for different reasons, but I love doing TV, and I like doing TV. Even though I love doing movies, I think I like TV the most because it's, I think I know my crew really well. We're all in it together. We've been together for 4 years, and we're kind of like a family, and I like that.
You know, Mary, I have a question. A lot of time producers and writers will give the actor, the character's name, the same first name so they don't forget it.
Yeah.
Is that what happened with you? Or
no. It was written long before I even read it.
Okay, so that's
just
good.
Coincidence.
That's real good. In Plain Sight, USA Network tonight, Mary Shannon. And what's next for Mary Shannon? Obviously, the series is in its third season. It's going to go on for a long time. But
yeah, I hope it does. I mean, Allison Janney does the next 2 episodes, and we have Stephen Weber coming on. Rita Moreno guest stars as Raphael, my fiancé's aunt.
Wow.
Boy, that's working with the classic then.
Oh, she's amazing. I mean, she's amazing on it. And she was funny and smart. The crew just fell in love with her. She's fantastic.
That
so
is
we're trying
quite
to
an
figure out a
honor.
way to keep her.
God bless you. Mary McCormack, Mary Shannon on USA Network's In Plain Sight. Thank you very much tonight.
Wow, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye-bye now. Tonight
Bye,
on
guys.
USA Network. Bye-bye.
Boy, looking forward to that. I'm going to have to check it out tonight.
Rita Moreno, she was in West Side Story many, many years ago.
Yeah, definitely, I think, credit to the program to attract stars of such caliber.
Wasn't Steven Weber in Wings? I think he was in Wings.
I believe,
Yeah.
yes.
So many things. And Alice and Jenny, obviously, the West Wing, very high-class people. That's great.
Excellent stuff on USA. Remember when there was a time, so many years back when cable didn't have the programming that it does have today?
They do, and also they get the support. I'm going to say this, and everybody probably knows this. NBC owns USA Network. That's why it's...
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, now you know.
Now I know that
They also own
for...
Oxygen and a bunch of other shows. Networks, I mean.
I did not know that.
That's right. That's why we
You're
do them.
demystifying it for me, Jack.
Pretty good, yeah. I have a feeling that Mary McCormack's name was made Mary, so she would never forget it. I mean, that's what writers tend to do, so they make sure the actor always remembers their name. I'm not sure, but she's a nice lady. In Plain Sight, and she got her start, I guess her official start in Private Parts. And she said Howard Stern was a nice guy. It's amazing. John Melendez might have, Stuttering John
Now,
might
Jack,
have something to say about that. He said
Jack, you're not at liberty to say.
Unbelievable. He said Jay Leno took
Jack,
care
you're
of
not
him.
at liberty
Howard
to say
just
these
kicked
things,
me to the
Jack.
gutter.
Jack, you're not at liberty to say these things.
I'm sorry. What's cooking today? Mike and Paul. I'm Jack Roberts. He's Paul Stern. We'll be back.
Homeowners, how would you like to receive a $1,500 tax